Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to show off some of my personal collection cards from my basketball, baseball, and football collection. Some that I've been making sets, some that I've been collecting for, personal reasons, things that my favorite player or just a cool pull that I got. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So I wanted to start off with my basketball collection here. Now, all these cards got a story to them, and I'll mention the reason behind it. But anyway, I wanted to start off with, first off, this Zion Williamson high school card. It's super interesting. I was able to acquire this card through a trade just because I had never saw a Zion Williamson high school card, and I thought it would have been a really interesting grab because, frankly, I haven't seen anything like this before, but it's a cool card nonetheless. And yeah, it's in my possession now, and hopefully one day I can get him to sign it. But yeah. The next one I got is a Robert Horry college jumbo swatch with auto. This is one of my favorite cards just because I personally think he's one of the best six men in the NBA, or was one of the best six men in the NBA. I mean, he's got 7 rings to prove it. I just love that you get the big A from the Alabama. That's pretty awesome, honestly. And you get the autograph right on the side of the A right there. So it's pretty cool. Cool card. One that I'm probably not going to part with, but one of my favorite personal collection pieces. Anyway, continuing on. Next, I got a Bob McAdoo sticker auto. Now, I pulled this in a pack, and this was my first basketball auto that I've ever gotten before, and it's something that, you're always going to remember your first pull for, an auto, and this was my first one for basketball, so it was really cool piece that I pulled, a card that I pulled actually, and yeah, I had to get it one touched and everything, but this one, yeah, I guess in a couple years I'm willing to part with it, but I don't know, for right now it's still a little too personal to let go for right now. But anyway, next is my LaMelo Ball Global Prospects refractor card, rookie card specifically, but I got this in a trade as well, and to be quite frankly, I'm willing to part with this card. It's not something that it's not really a player I'm super into, collecting more of. I'm willing to part with this card, and you guys, have interest in this card and want to trade for me or trade me or anything, you can write in the comments below. I'll take a look at those, and maybe I can reach out to one of you guys to trade with this, or maybe make a deal. But part of my personal collection because it's first LaMelo card that I got, and only one that I have. But yeah, willing to trade or sell it if you guys are interested. Next is my Kevin Durant, my only Kevin Durant rookie card. It's not the greatest shape, but it's one of my more favorite cards because, Kevin Durant, pretty awesome, obviously, really awesome player. I acquired this card through a decent pack. This was maybe 5-6 years ago, and the hobby wasn't huge at the time, and I pulled them in a pack, and I was super stoked, and never knew what the value would turn out to be X amount of years later. So yeah, it's a card that it's part of my personal collection I'm going to keep for a long time. The next one is an OG Anunoby 1 of 1, and I got this in a pack as well. Totally certified brand. That's the brand of the card, and Not a super fan of OG Anunoby, but it's my first one of one, and I'm willing to part with this card as well. It's not super high on my list for players that I like collecting. So again, if you guys are interested in this card, I'm super willing to trade for it. In On my Instagram page, I'm going to be listing some PC players or players that I'm looking to collect right now. I'm trying to look for Jason Tatum is a player I'm looking to go for, and if you got any Vlads is a player I'm going to be collecting for a long, long time, and you'll see Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You will see why in a moment. But next, going on to football, is my collection of, give me one moment, Johnathan Taylor. Now, Johnathan Taylor, by far my favorite player right now. He's just, and on my favorite team, killing it with the Indianapolis Colts. I got basically a collage of these mosaic cards, and it goes from the NFL debut to I have two regular rookie mosaics, and then going on to the red blue superfractor, to red green, and then I have orange, green, and pink. But on top of that, it's just, I'm trying to collect the entire set of this specific card and brand, and trying to get all the refractors for it. So yeah, this is the card that's part of my PC right now. If you guys have any other refractors to this card, I'm willing to trade any one of my other cards to acquire one of these if you guys have them. So yeah. So Johnathan Taylor, just trying to get as much as I can with him and get more of his cards. But yeah. Last but not least is baseball, of course. And my collection for baseball is much more vast than, football or basketball. But I wanted to start off with current players right now and then move on to the older players for my baseball collection. But for right now, I got the Wander Franco first Bowman. Now, I got him because, first of all, my brother-in-law is a huge Rays fan, and I support his team as well. And I had to get this card just because I knew he was a big prospect coming up, and, the Rays are always pumping out these top-tier prospects that got a lot of hype to them, and, it worked out for, 1 year. They did make the World Series, so, yeah, Rays prospects are players that I'm going to be really hunting for right now, because they got a couple more in their pipeline. But the next one, another Ray, is Randy Arozarena, and this is a Sepia Topps Chrome. I wanted to get this card graded too, but I know it doesn't go for too much right now. But Randy Arozarena, I mean, he leads postseason home runs, and he killed it pretty much in the World Series when he played the Dodgers. So it's a card that I'm not willing to, give up or pass along. Definitely one of my, favorite players right now. Just I like his game. Something, not willing to part with just yet on this card. But the next card I'm going to be showing is my Lucas Giolito autoed card out of 50. And this is one of my favorite cards just because, Lucas Giolito is, first of all, a killer on that mound. He's been doing okay recently. He's not been doing stellar stuff, but yeah, he's going to be the ace for the White Sox for a while, and he's got a lot of upside to his game, and it's just something, I was lucky to get in a pack, and I don't know, I was looking about getting it graded, but, with these paper cards, it's just so much harder. So, yeah, that's my Lucas Giolito. The next card I'm going to be showing you guys is my only Fernando Tatis rookie card. I don't have many of his cards particularly, but This is my only rookie card of his. I don't have really, the regular rookie to his, but one of my favorite ones, my only Fernando Tatis rookie card, and, not willing to really part with this one anytime soon. So my next player, this is where everything gets a little better, much better. Well, actually, yeah, it does. So my Pete Alonso first Bowman, I got him when the whole craze of Pete Alonso was going on, and he was just crushing home runs left and right in 2019, and it was a card that I saw upside in it, and it's hard to repeat what he did his rookie year, but I mean, he's still a very good player, and I think he's got a lot of upside coming to him. So yeah, my Pete Alonso card there for you. Next is my, let's see, what can I do? Speaking of Vlad, my Vladimir Guerrero Jr. pink rated rookie debut. I have had this card for a while, and this is my only Vlad that I'm willing to part with. Guys, if you have any interest in any of these, any of the cards that I've mentioned that I'm willing to part with, here are some of them. This is one of them particularly. If you got any Jason Tatums, like I said, or any of the Jonathan Taylors that I mentioned, I'm willing to part with this card. So let me guys know. I'm looking for particularly Jason Tatum rookie cards, things like that. So yeah, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. rookie debut. The next one is my Mike Yastrzemski pink as well rookie card, and this was right before the pandemic, so a lot of these cards were still at Walgreens and whatnot, and I was able to pick up tons of Topps Chromes pack for nothing, and now it's just good luck if you can find them in any retail stores. But yeah, this is one of the top rookies in that class as well, and yeah, I'm going to be keeping this for a while just because I keep my eye on Mike Yastrzemski because I think he's still got something there. I don't know if it's what I think it is, but there's still potential there. My next card I wanted to show you guys, going from a blast to the past, is my Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie. Now, I'm a big Mariners fan. Ken Griffey Jr. is my guy. This is the card, not the specific one, not the upper deck one, but this card was the closest I can get for Ken Griffey Jr. It's something that, I could never afford the upper deck rookie, so this was his next best thing, and yeah, I was lucky to acquire one, and, I'm never going to part with this one because, quite frankly, he's my favorite player, and I just can't see myself, I'd cry before I part with this. So yeah, that's my Ken Griffey Jr. The next one, this one is the cool one. I thought this Ken Griffey Jr. was so cool because if you can see there, he's holding his upper deck card in his hand, and I just thought that card was so cool because I've never seen something like that. And yeah, it was just such a cool little, it's like a promotional piece card, but I still think it's so cool, and I just had to get it. So yeah, there's my other Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. My next one are some old timer cards, and these ones all from the 56 collection. I got Johnny Padres, as you could see there, 56 tops. And then I got Jim Gilliam, again, 56 tops. And I was trying to collect the whole set of these and just never got around to it, but one of my first PC collection, this was the start of it, pretty much. And then Bobby Thompson, the shot heard around the world, if you guys are into baseball history. He was the one who knocked out the Dodgers in that postseason, and yeah, engraved in Giants baseball history forever. So yeah. Next is my 75 rookie card of Gary Carter, and I was able to acquire this in an auction, and I was lucky to get it. And Gary Carter, one of my top 10 favorite players. Sadly, no longer with us, but yeah, one of my favorite players by far, and yeah, I'm not probably never gonna part with this one. It's just means a little too much to me, just because it was one of my first auctions that I've ever won. Next is my 62 most valuable players card, and that's just, I think it's so cool because it's got Mantle and Maury Willis on there, and just again part of that auction that I got it from, and just not willing to part with that card either. My next card I'm going to be showing you guys is my Manny Machado tri-auto, or jersey, which it's got part of his jersey from the Orioles, and I was so lucky to pull this in a pack. It's out of 25 right there, and if I can get to a game where he's playing, I would really love for him to sign right where he is, and that would just complete this card. Then that's really the reason I've been holding this card, is hopefully I can get him to sign it, because I would, like I said, complete the card, and I'd probably go get it graded. If not, I think it would get a 9 at least, maybe an 8, but it's not in horrible shape. I don't really see many dings or scratches or anything like that. So yeah, it's a card that it's halfway done, as I like to say. It's halfway done. My next card I'm going to show you guys is part of that 56 collection, is this Duke Snider Near Mint 8. My first ever graded card. I never got it graded. I won it in an auction, but yeah, just part of Dodgers folklore history. My dad's a huge Dodgers fan, so he got this card, and I thought it was so cool that it was graded and everything. But yeah, one of my favorite Dodger cards that I have right here, Duke Snider Near Mint 8. All right, so last but not least, this is my card that it took so long to get graded, but finally got it graded, was my Vladimir Guerrero pink true rookie card. And I'm never going to part with this one. It's a Gem Mint 10. It took such a long time, but it was totally worth it in the end. Yeah, my only Vlad card, or my only graded Vlad card is what I should say. And yeah, this one is never going to leave the collection. This is a player that I'm also trying to, like I said, start my own PC for. And if you guys got any other rookie cards of his, please do not be afraid to send some comments down if you guys got some that I'm willing to trade some of my other cards with. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe for other videos going to be posted soon, and always check my Instagram for any news or updates. But yeah, thanks guys, and hope to see you again.